this is Laurel with an intuitive art piece, and I did a reading for the client, and she specifically wanted me to look at Atlantis and Lemurian lifetimes and energy. And I will be honest with you guys, sometimes the images that I get aren't always clear. Like 99% of the time, I get all the stuff to draw and write, and the messages came through, and I got two different versions that talked about connection with the land, her touching the land, being by the ocean, that Atlantis was off in the distance in the middle of an ocean. There was a long bridge reaching out, connecting. Also, the energy of these, I guess you could say, spiritual beings were powering the city. Okay. And then the other version I got was her with a paintbrush in her hand. And it was like she was creating her reality and the landscape and the bridge and things of that nature. Okay. Now, in regards to this, I had went through a lot of different sketches and ideas about what this could be. And I will tell you, I am somebody that I can see different versions and different realms and realities of stuff. And I saw these different cities and versions of Atlantis that I could not describe. Like, it was so amazing. Okay, but one thing that was very important. So this is one of the initial sketches that I showed her. Okay, this was her kind of connecting with Atlantis. She's off in the distance. That's the bridge. This is water. Okay, and then this is the city, and these are beings that are powering the city. So this, I feel like these could be different type of celestial forces, or I guess you could say alien, but they are keeping the city afloat. Okay, so what I got in regards to Atlantis, in different realms, it still exists, but where we are located, it's more of like a fantasy. Like Plato wrote a book about it, and forever people have been trying to prove whether it's real or not, if it exists somewhere, if it existed somewhere in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea. Okay. And so after a lot of frustration, I was getting all these different versions of it. Okay. And then my client was like, take a break and come back and refocus. And she's a very patient, highly intuitive person. Okay. So here's what we ended up with. And, you guys know I work with angels, and that the angels are always involved in everything. Okay. But so I still put the beings that are kind of powering, this is the city right here. And these beings powering the city. So you can think of them as angels, guides, higher celestial forces that are helping the expansion and growth of this city. Okay. And there is some symbolism within this as well. Now, they did tell me that on other realms that Atlantis does exist, but it does not exist here. Okay. And so what they've shown me is that these right here are portals. Okay. And then the pyramids were very important too. Now, of course, crystals is a big component of Atlantis, but I made in my original drawing, these were crystals here. Okay. But for this one, they told me to just make it that the crystals are inside all the buildings. They're made, like a lot of the buildings are made with crystals. That's kind of what they wanted to say. Now, the pyramids are also portals. And I'm just going to go a little bit closer now. If you are somebody that's like a history buff, you pay attention to Egypt, there's a lot of different beliefs about the pyramids and things of that nature. But one thing that I took away from investigating the pyramids is that they're a portal for the soul, being put in the pyramid. And then it's like their soul, like this is their body's anchored here, and then their soul leaves through the point, goes out into the universe, goes to heaven, wherever, whatever they believe in, okay? And so what I heard is that in Atlantis, that this was a mode of transportation and healing. The bottom part was a healing chamber, okay? Which some people say in Egypt that that is a healing chamber as well. Now, back to here now. So we have some angel symbols throughout, and these here, my client was like, who are these people? And they're the guardians. They're the people that kind of guard who comes in the area. And that water is a big part of her life. So a part of her life is to live near water, be by water. You know, like ideal lifestyle for her would be living by a beach or a coastal area, okay? And so I put my little amethyst here to kind of bring in the energy and the expansion. So again, these are like angels, celestial forces helping out, guiding, blessing. Now, let me go a little bit close again, and we'll go to the symbolism. So these are portals as well, traveling between different realms. Now this, I got, it kind of looks like a 3 and a 1. And then I sent my client this, and she was like, you know, my life path is 3. And it was kind of funny because I never talked to her beforehand, but I got, this is an angelic life, and it looks like a 3. It has like a 3, and then there's a little dot above it. And I'm going to show you where I got that from. Now this is from, it's from a book, Angelic Symbols, okay? And I often use this in artwork, and these can be like Reiki symbols. You can bless and heal and uplift an art piece, a person, and things of that nature. And so this is the original symbol, angelic life, okay? So you can write this symbol, focus on it, bring it into your life, and it connects with higher positive energy and forces. Now on the other side, we have happiness, and I did not make the writings too dark, because they said make it so she can see it, but from a distance it's not as obvious. It doesn't stand out as much, only the 3 and the 1, okay? And for the 1, this one is angelic happiness. So these are the key themes that they want her to bring into her life, okay? Like these are main elements. And they told me that a part of her life path is to be traveling, that impermanence, okay? That life is always changing, and that things go in different directions, and for her to be flexible. That's a big thing in her life right now, okay? Is about flexibility, and then just going where life takes her. And now this right here, there's another angel symbol. I'm going to go a little bit closer in. Okay. So right here we have Earth. This one is angelic healing of the Earth chakra. So through her lifetime here, she is working on healing from other incarnations. Like this was one of her best lifetimes. There was peace, prosperity. She did not live, you know, there's, you know, a lot of people say with these Atlantis or Lemuria or stuff, they get to the height of the civilization, and then corruption sets in, and then they self-destruct in some way, or the ocean takes it, this thing, you know, sinks into the bottom of the ocean, okay? So what they gave me, the symbol right here, is angelic healing of the Earth chakra. And so that's the symbol that we put right there. Okay, so she can, again, she can look at these, tune in to these healing frequencies. And if you would like to get one, I'm going to be opening it up in my shop again soon. I was taking a break because this one did get me a little bit stumped. I was like, okay, I'm seeing all these different images of what I could draw in it, and Yeah, it was a little bit puzzling. So right up here, we have angelic healing of the soul chakra, and that's this one. Angelic healing of the soul chakra. And let me see, what else do they want to talk about? Right here, they wanted me to write, you belong here. But again, they told me, don't outline it. Don't make it super dark and obvious. Just let it be something that kind of blends into the background, and that if she looks at it, looks closely, she'll see it. And then it will remind her of her divinity. Okay, now the next part up here, they told me the cycles of the moon, this, you know, like a lot of people, as we awaken, our souls develop, our intuition, we become very sensitive to planetary shifts, what's happening, and things of that nature. She needs to really pay attention to this, what's happening and when, so that she can adjust how her life's going to be. It's like she may be feeling really weird and off and not know why. And then she has to remind herself, her angels and guides have to remind her, okay, go look and see what's happening with the cycles of the moon and planetary shifts, if there's anything going on. Because she's highly sensitive to everything. Okay. And also the colors here, they told me, are the chakra colors that she needs to work through. Okay, right now we have red for the root chakra is very strong. It's like this is a chakra, so this may be in regards to her body, feeling safe in life, her needs getting met, sexuality, taking action in life, feeling grounded, her physical energy. Okay, so all these things are kind of like lessons in life, or things she needs to work on, continually look at. And then we have the orange color in here, which has to do with the sacral chakra, which has to do with the feelings, emotional needs, our boundaries, trust, warmth, intimacy, attachment, letting go, addiction, pleasure, joy, beginnings and endings. Okay, and what they are telling me is that beginnings and endings are kind of an issue right now. It's like she's kind of floating along. There's no beginning, there's no ending to certain cycles in her life. So it's like making a decision and following through on that. Like, okay, this is the end of this chapter. Next year, that's where I'm heading. That's what I'm doing. Okay, certainty, deciding and going forward. Now, there is green in there. She does have a lot of things happening with her heart center, harmony in life, trusting spirit, giving and receiving energy, being flexible and open to change is very important. So those are three main components. Now, if you see over here on the right, this is her, okay? This is her in this lifetime, okay? She was like a studious person, always learning, always growing her soul, okay? And the heart energy is green, okay? And so this up here is her higher self, the angelic part of her that knows why she's here, that's helping her. I also heard that this could be her guardian angel as well. Okay, and so there's an exchange going here. Energy is going up and down. They're helping each other. Okay, she goes off on her own to gain clarity and peace, and then goes back into the city. Okay, so it's like she needs a lot of time away from other people to process her feelings, her emotions. What I heard is sometimes she could get very advanced information, and she could think that her way, like her main idea, her way is the only way, or what she gets is the right way. And then what they're telling me is that, yes, it's the right way for a period of time, but then things change. The world changes, technology changes, so she has to keep readjusting what she knows. To be like, okay, I did know everything at one point. Now I don't. Every 5 years, I need to reevaluate what I think is true and learn new information. Okay. And I feel like that's something for everybody right now. With technology and that, it keeps changing so fast. And we can't keep up with it. And the more that we try to keep up with it, we can lose ourselves. We can lose our minds. There's a lot of people doing crazy stuff in the world right now, but that's a whole other conversation. Okay. But in this lifetime, she would know knowledge and then get way beyond her years. They would catch up. And then she would be like, oh my gosh, okay, now I need to learn more. Okay. What I get is knowing your limits too. Like, you don't want to get to a point where you are outside of, it's like your human body can only handle so much energetic energy and information. Okay, so always keep yourself grounded. Now, they wanted to address these ships. She had asked me, what are the ships? And what I got is that these are messengers of information that they would bring. In that time period, there was a lot of stuff coming and going. There was lots of trades happening. And also, because they're green, it was heart-centered. Okay, it was to help. They were helping other communities in that time period. And I'm just going to take a last look and see. I think that's everything. And if you would like to get an intuitive art piece, see the link in the description, and take care, everyone.